Okay, word problems with rational expressions. We've got Shannon doing a race here with a biking part and a swimming part, and they've got a table set up for us which covers her distances, her speeds, and her times. Sometimes they call this a dust table for DST, or they'll change this to rate and they'll call it a DRT table or a dirt table. It's a way of organizing two different distances, two speeds, two times, keeping everything straight for us. They tell us that she biked 120 kilometers, so that's her cycling distance. She swam 12 kilometers, that's her swimming distance. They don't tell us how fast she swims, that's just unknown S. But then they say she bikes 8 times faster than that, so her her biking speed is 8 times S. Now, the times here aren't given, but we can find them because there's a basic formula in physics that says, well, normally it's written the distance that you can travel equals your speed multiplied by the travel time you put in. So if you're going 100 kilometers an hour for 3 hours, you just go 100 times 3, and that tells you your distance is 300 kilometers. In this case, we want to fill in times, so if we divide both sides of this by S, we get time equals D over S. The time it takes you to do a trip equals the distance of the trip divided by your speed. We can use that to fill in these two blanks. For the bike part, we have a distance of 120 kilometers divided by a speed of, sadly we don't know it, it's got a variable in it, it's 8s. But we can still say that's the speed, 120 divided by 8 times whatever her swimming speed is. For the swimming part, the distance is 12, and the speed is simply s. Okay, so time is distance divided by speed. This is the bike distance divided by the bike speed. This is the swimming distance divided by the swimming speed. So there's everything they've given us so far. And we can tie it together because they tell us it took her overall 9 hours to finish this race. This time plus this time must add up to 9 hours. 120 over 8s plus 12 over s has to add up to 9. Look at that, it's a rational expression. If we solve this, it should tell us how fast she swims, and from that we can figure out everything else in here that contains an unknown s. They don't even ask us to solve this, I suppose, so if you want to take a nap at this point, there's not really any reason not to. If you are interested, though, I will now go on and solve this, and we'll see how fast Shannon actually is. Our common denominator is 8s, so I'm going to multiply that by 8s, and that by 8s, and the right side by 8s. Here the 8s's cancel completely. Here only the s's cancel, the 8's survive, and here nothing cancels. So we get 120 plus 12 times 8 is 96 equals 9 times 8 is 72s. Add those up, you get 216 equals 72s. Divide by 72 and you get s equals 3. So Shannon swims at 3 kilometers an hour. She bikes at 8 times 3, so 24 kilometers an hour. The time she spent biking would be 120 divided by 8 and also divided by 3, which would be 5 hours. And the time she spent swimming would be 12 divided by 3, which is 4 hours. These really do add up to 9 hours, so it looks like it worked.